welcome to an analysis of the VARC sectional of EOM Exact CAT 4. The sectional had 22 questions for 40 minutes. There were 17 MCQ questions and 5 non-MCQ questions, non-negative. There were 4 RCs, 2 RCs with 4 questions each, and 2 RCs with 3 questions each. What was so interesting here, unlike your previous couple of mocks, is that the length of the RCs was really short. All 4 RCs were less than 400 words. One was 345 words, another 2 of them were 300 word long, and the 4th one was 390 words. There were 8 VA questions, 3 summary, 3 key in parajumbles, and 2 out of context questions. So there were no easy questions. You know, all of you who given this mock will have realized towards the end of it that no question could be marked really easy. There were, of course, quite a number of moderate questions, but they were scattered across. What were the moderate questions? RC1 had 2 moderate questions, the 3rd and the 4th one. The 3rd can even be marked as slightly difficult, moderate to difficult, but we put this in this category. What was RC1 all about? About neuroscience, about imagination being discovered as the heart of cognition, how there have been very few studies on imagination, but that happens to be the core of cognition and needs to be studied further. The 2 questions here marked moderate were inferences. One was an inference and the other was a logical structure question. 3 questions from RC2, that is the philosophy RC. The passage had 3 questions. All 3 questions are marked moderate. They are actually moderate to moderately difficult, but that's why they're put under this category. The passage dealt with Hegel's popularity in the US, what was his reception in the US and how things changed, etc. There's also a contrast with the Anglophile philosophy, etc. The 3 questions were logical continuation, main idea related, and strengthen. All 3, as I said, moderate to moderately difficult. RC3, anthropology, origins of modern humans. How exactly did modern humans evolve? From which strands, from which anthropological origins? All 3 questions of this passage can be marked moderate to moderately difficult. Questions 8, 9, and 10, one was logical structure, another was an inference question, another was a weakened question. RC4, the sociology passage, the discussion about meritocracy, is that a suitable replacement for aristocracy? What are the criticisms against meritocracy? 2 of the questions, 11 and 13, both inferences, were fairly moderate to moderately difficult. 2 summaries were quite moderate, 140 words and 110 words. Questions 15 and 16. One had to do with the spirit and normative structure, and the other had to do with a default mode of thinking. The option elimination in both these questions was quite on the easier side, moderate. If you read the options carefully, you could eliminate. The main ideas also surfaced. Of course, the first one, spirit and normative structure, had slightly difficult language, but was still doable. One of the parajumbles, the last one, question 20, the one that talked about entertainment, supersensorium, the advanced entertainment modes, had very easy links, so could easily be done moderate. What were the difficult questions? 2 questions from the first RC, the one neuroscience one. One was a parallel reasoning and the other was a strengthened question. Definitely difficult. Can even be marked, in fact, parallel reasoning, the first question can even be marked 4 That is level 4, very difficult. The sociology RC, the other 4-question RC had 2 difficult questions. One was that assumption question, question 14, and the other was a logical structure question. One of the summary questions was quite challenging because the options were very close. The ideas were also not very clear. You had to read carefully. The one to do with metrics-driven journalism. 2 parajumbles, the first 2, question 18 and question 19, one that talked about unity of mankind and consciousness, etc. And the other that talked about public interest standard. The links were not visible, quite challenging. You could, easily mix up the sequence. Both the out of context questions could be regarded as difficult, simply because all the sentences appeared very close. Identifying what stood out, what the odd man out, was quite challenging. You had to read very, very carefully. So what does that mean for this entire sectional? What does this classification mean for the entire sectional? What were our choices actually? The only doable passages, all passages appeared doable in terms of reading them and the time to be invested in reading them. All were short, less than 400 words. So quick reading. In fact, you could even read the passage twice. But the questions was the challenge here. RC2 and RC3, the one on philosophy, Hegel's reception, and the other of the anthropological origins of modern man. Since both had questions that are marked moderate to moderately difficult, definitely these would have been your options choices first. Roughly around 9 minutes for each RC. But between RC1 and RC4, I mean, you can't really stop at taking just 2 RCs and 6 questions. You would have to take more. Some of you might even have, gone through all the RCs, done all the RCs, which is also fine because RC1 can be done. You have the time to read it and get through the questions, but you might drop a couple of the difficult questions. The first 2 of RC1, very challenging, very close. You might skip them. Or you do all the questions of just RC1, and then you don't take RC4. Or some of you might have taken RC1 as well as RC4 and skip the difficult questions. In any case, you'll have to get into one of these RCs or both RCs. You need to extend the number of questions that you take, and this can only be maximized from the RCs for you. So one more RC, somewhere 4 more questions, 4 or 5 more questions that you try. 2 parajumbles that you could do for sure, and 2 summary questions that you could do for sure, and 1 parajumble. Perhaps you might even try your luck at, the out of context or more parajumbles. But somewhere in terms of the time allocation, you're looking at roughly 13, 14 questions that are doable and that also are moderate to moderately difficult. So there are 13 questions that we marked as moderate, but 4 of them are scattered in RCs, which also have difficult questions. And the expected attempts out of the 13 questions is about 10, 11 or 11, 12. There are 9 difficult questions. Maybe you take 1 or 2 of them. So we're looking roughly at about 13 attempts for your 99 percentile. 13 attempts with an 80% accuracy and a score of 29, probably one of the lowest in the last few mocks that we've seen. A verbal score, a verbal 98 percentile at a score of 29 indicates that the paper was quite challenging. So 29 fetches you 98 percentile, attempts of about 15 questions with about an accuracy with about 3 inaccurate, and a score of 35 fetches you your 99 percentile. 35 is 99 percentile. 21 attempts with an 80% accuracy is your score of 50. And that is 100 percentile, 50 and 50 plus 100 percentile. 95 percentile is at 26, a score of 26, which is just about 11 questions taken and 2 incorrect. A score of 23 fetches you your 90 percentile, just 23, that's 10 questions taken. Even if you took just 2 RCs and then managed a couple of summary and parajumbles, you get this score. 10 attempts and 2 inaccurate, a score of 23, 90 percentile. 19, a score of 19, which is 9 attempts with 2 inaccurate. That's your 80 percentile. Just 9 attempts, just 2 RCs or maybe 3 RCs that you take and leave out some questions in the third RC. So you can see that when a paper is difficult, the score for your percentile also comes down, right? A tough paper, a tough sectional, fewer questions, a lot of time to take them because there is not a lot of reading content as well. The length is also short. Yet the challenge, the complexity, the closeness of the options made this quite tricky. So this is where we stand with regard to VARC. I hope you had a good time or you got some good learning from taking this section. Thank you.
Let's see the LRD analysis of Exec 4. Starting with the first set. Once you will read this set, it seems a difficult set. The moment you will start solving question, you will find it is quite doable. So with moderate level of time investment, this set was doable, certainly doable. The second set, mostly observation based, easy set, a relief for everyone who must be expecting a difficult set after the first easy set. All 4 questions were doable, so certainly it was a gift for the paper. Okay, again this IFT1, FIIT, Foreign Institute of Trade, 3 branches, a purely set theory based question with little bit of patience, little bit of solving. This set was doable as well. But again, yes, proper investment of time is required. Not very easy, but at the same point of time, I can say not very difficult as well. So those of you who haven't solved it once in the test, please ensure that later on you are solving it on your own. This one, again, typical mathematical based concept, the age old concept of the monkeys going further and sleeping. But again, the problem with this set is so much of data, so much of statements are there, and especially last 2 questions have ample extra data as well. So it would have given you the feeling of a reading comprehension. Overall time consuming set, not advisable to solve it in the first round. But yes, as a concept, good concept, interesting concept, I would certainly suggest you to learn it. Because I have seen several such questions in past also in different exams. This one, again, a perfectly easy set, should have solved all 4 questions. All 4 questions were doable, certainly. And now guys, this last set, I hope you would have seen such set several times. And since you solved this set several times, this type of set several times, so now this time I can say that you would have solved it for sure. So in case you were not able to solve it, that means quite possible you missed such type of set. I remember there was such set in some of the exact paper also, even a mock paper also. Little bit time taking, but yes, doable. So overall, it was a very scoring section this time. So when I have to check the further this one, the first set, the 4 passenger in the Park Street, that type of question. Again, I would consider that easy to moderate. 6 cup and 6 colors, again, easy. So these 3 questions were easy. These 4 questions, 8 questions were easy for sure. Then apart from that, the set theory and 4 themes, I consider that a moderate level, just because some is time consuming, so moderate, obviously moderate level. And badminton tournament, easy to moderate, although you can say it moderate also, just because you have seen such set earlier, that's why I kept it easy to moderate. So there are 8, 8, 8, very balanced paper. So even if let's say you're solving both the easy sets, 8 questions. Out of the easy to moderate type 8 question, you are solving 5 questions. And in moderate type, you are solving even 3 questions. Even in that case, you will end up reaching somewhere around 98 percentile. So 98 percentile I'm expecting for this paper is somewhere going to be around 36 marks. 36 must be effectively 12 correct. Obviously, 12 correct is not going to the case. So that's why there are attempts and some mistakes. So overall 36 is a good marks for this. So guys, this is what I really want to discuss, the analysis of this paper. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to the analysis of 2021 exact CAT 4. We will analyze QA section here. This is the flow in which we'll conduct the analysis. We start with topic distribution. That will be followed by question mapping, where we try to classify every question into one of the 3 difficulty levels, that is easy or moderate or difficult. Based on the difficulty analysis, we try to find out expected attempts, and finally we discuss expected scores and the percentile equivalence. So let's start with topic distribution. There were as many as 5 questions from triangles, 3 questions from progression and inequalities each, 2 questions from averages, time and work, linear equation and numbers, and 1 question from rest of the chapters, which include percentage, time and distance, set theory, quads and polygons, circles, calendar, and a question from miscellaneous arithmetic. So if you see the first column in this table, there are 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, as many as 19 questions from 7 topics only. So I can say that the paper is very much concentrated to a few set of chapters, where 19 questions out of 26 are from 7 chapters only. Let's look at the question mapping. So there was this question of averages, where average of 6 papers was given to be 84%. And if you look at the numbers, you'll find that the values that are given are in AP. So when the values are in AP, the average is nothing but the average of the 2 middlemost values. So that was the concept that was supposed to be used in this case. Next was the question on inequalities, where X was given greater than 3 and Y was given less than -12. And one had to find out a correct option for 4X minus Y. Next was a question from linear equation, where a number was supposed to be multiplied by 37, but instead it was multiplied by 73. And as a result of that, the result exceeded the expected result by 3708. So one can immediately make an equation here, that is 73x minus 37x equal to 3708, and the value of x can be calculated. Next was a question of inequalities again, where x was given between 12 to 18 and y was given between -18 to -8. And one had to find out the minimum option out of the 4 options that were given. Now we have to understand here that the value can be minimized when the maximum positive number is multiplied by a minimum negative number. So x square y has to be the answer, because x square will be the maximum positive value among the options given, and y will be the minimum negative value. So once you multiply x square with y, you end up minimizing your product. Next was a question based on triangle, where a ladder was leaning against a wall, and the height at which the ladder was touching the wall was given as 11. So as soon as you see 11, you might try the triplet of 60, 11, and 61, which will help you solve the question immediately. Even if you don't apply the triplet, you can go by regular Pythagoras theorem, and you can solve the equation and get the required answer. Coming to the question mapping of moderate questions, So there was this question from chords and polygons, where an octagon was supposed to be cut from a square, wherein you start with a square which has a side of 8 centimeter. You cut 4 corners from the square. The resultant diagram is an octagon. And there was one condition that was given, that the newly formed side of the octagon is twice the earlier side of the octagon, which coincides with the side of the square. Next was the question from numbers based on red light, green light. It was given that the red light was flashing 4 times in 5 minutes, and the green light was 4 times in 3 minutes it was, and the green light was flashing 2 times in 5 minutes. Okay, so one had to find out the time for flashing the light once, and whatever time you are getting, you can take the LCM and solve the question. A question based on area of triangle was given, wherein a rectangle was given initially and the area of rectangle was also given. One of the side of the rectangle was split into 3 smaller sides, and the relation between those 3 smaller sides was also given. You have to pick up one segment of this rectangle and take it as a base of the triangle. So area of that particular triangle was supposed to be calculated using the area of rectangle, which was already given in the question. Next was the question of time and work, where 4 workers A, B, C, D were working, and the time taken by each of them individually to finish the work was given to you. And you have to form pairs of 2 workers, and the relation between the time taken by the pairs was that one pair takes 3/5 of the time taken by the other pair. Okay, so we can try the combinations which were given in the option and find out that in which case the rate of work is 5/3 of the rate of work for the other pair. Yeah, because the time is 3/5, the rate of work should be 5/3. Next was question based on percentages, where 60% of the donation was collected from 75% of the donors and remaining 50% of the donation. Yes, remaining 50, because the actual planned donation was not to collect 100%, but to collect 110%. So far you have collected 60%, so 50% is yet to be collected from remaining 25% of the donors. Next was the question based on inequalities, where n cube minus 13n square plus 23n minus 11 was greater than 0. So we had to find out the integral value of n, which will satisfy this condition. So you can factorize the equation, plot the curve, and get the required value of n. A question based on averages, where weighted average of 3 classes X, Y, and Z was supposed to be calculated. So average of class X was given, Y was given, Z was given. The combined average of X and Y was also given. So you can use the allocation rule and find out the ratio of the number of students in X and Y. Next, you can use the allocation rule between Y and Z and find out the ratio of students in class Y and Z. And once you get the weightage of students in all 3 classes, you are ready to find out the weighted average. Next is next is the question from triangle, where one had to find out the third side of triangle using 2 sides and area. So one of the side was given as 40, I guess. The other side was 25, and the area was given as 400. So what you have to do is you have to use the equation of area, which is half base into height. And one has to find out the height first. Using the height and a part of the second side, you can apply Pythagoras and find out the third side. A question from progression, which was based on Fibonacci, where it was given that every term is the summation of the previous 2 terms starting from the third term. Okay, first term was given as 7, ninth term was given as 7 cube, which is 343. Based on the rule given, you can assume the intermediate terms, and finally an equation can be formed, which will be used to equate ninth term with 343. And based on that, you can calculate the value of X. Once you get the value of X, put it in the 5th term and find out what was the value of the 5th term. Next was a question on triangle, where a diagram was given and one had to find out the angle shown, that was angle PQR. So this question was based on the concept that if angles are equal, side opposite to those angles are also equal. Coming to the question mapping of moderate but slightly time-consuming questions, there was the question from set theory, wherein there were 670 students and they were wearing dresses of 4 colors. Here one had to minimize the number of students wearing the dress of the same color. So it's more of an even distribution of 670 students among 4 colors. A question on miscellaneous arithmetic where A, B, C taking chocolates from the ball which was given, and the ball has initially some quantity of chocolates. A, B, C take a required quantity of chocolates, and finally the number of chocolates left in the ball was 161. Check out the video solution to understand how to solve this question. Next was the question on calendar, wherein last Sunday of 2053 was to be found out. I mean, you have to find out the date for the last Sunday of November 2053. It was November month, okay, and the reference date was given, which was 26th of November 2023. So the entire interval here is of 30 years, and in these 30 years there were 8 leap years, 22 normal years, and one had to calculate the number of odd days. Based on the odd days, you can solve the question. A question from triangle where area of plot in a quadrilateral shape was to be calculated. So 2 of the adjacent sides were making right angle, and remaining 2 sides were isosceles, were making an isosceles triangle. So in order to find out the area of the entire quadrilateral, you have to break it into 2 triangles. One is the right angle triangle, the other is the isosceles triangle, and then you can solve the question. A question on progression where a value of repeat number in addition of consecutive numbers was to be calculated. So a person was adding consecutive numbers. He mistakenly used one number twice, and because of that, the summation reached out to 2000. So here you have to apply a bit of trial and error and try to reach near the summation that is given. And based on that summation and the number you are, and the sigma n that you are getting, comparing those two, you can find out the number which is repeated twice. A question on linear equation based on independent equations. So here, as usual, we have to multiply one of the equation with k1, other with k2. And then we have to compare the ratio of the coefficient and find out the value of k1 and k2. A question on time and work where Amar, Akbar, Anthony were involved in making cake together. So it was given that if all of them work together, the cake can be finished in X hours. If Amar works alone, it takes 6 hours longer. So that is X plus 6. If Akbar works alone, it takes 11 hours more, which is X plus 11. And if Anthony works alone, in that case, he is taking 3 times the time taken by all 3 together, which is 3x. So if we equate the rate of work, that is the rate of work for Amar plus Akbar plus Anthony is equal to the overall rate of work, you can solve the quadratic equation and find out the value of x. Coming to question mapping of difficult questions. So there was this question from circles, wherein there was a lot of data given. There was a cylindrical birdhouse. There were 4 gates in that, and one bird was traveling along the diameter. The other one was traveling perpendicular to that. So you have to form a triangle along with a circle, and then it might look like a question from a question which uses tangent second theorem, but it was actually a question based on similarity. And in similarity also, rather than solving in terms of unknown value, you have to try the options and then compare the ratios, whether you are getting the ratios same or not. A question based on numbers where 4-digit number satisfying the given condition was supposed to be found out. So the conditions were that that sum of first 2 numbers was equal to sum of first 2 digits was equal to sum of last 2 digits. Another condition was that sum of second and fourth was twice the sum of first and third digit. Okay, so you have to make the equations first. In equation also, you have to apply a trial and error and find out those 4 digits. And once you get the 4-digit number, it was supposed to be divided by 11. A question from progression was given where we were supposed to compare the earnings of 2 people, X and Y. So X is starting with a certain monthly salary of 8,000 and yearly increment of 750 rupees. So the amount that he's earning every year makes an AP because of the incremental value. Okay, same way, Y is asking for a certain monthly salary, that is 10,000, and he's asking for half yearly increment. Okay, so the time duration was 10 years. Because X gets increment yearly, it has to be an AP with 10 terms, where each term of the AP representing 1 year, wherein where you form the AP for Y, because every term represents 6 months interval, there were 20 terms which were supposed to be taken for a 10-year duration. Once you find out the summation of both the AP, the difference can be taken and earnings can be compared. A question on time and distance, which was escalator based question, which is generally perceived difficult by most of the students. Okay, so this was the difficulty analysis for exact CAT 4. Now, based on this difficulty analysis, this is what we get. We discussed 5 easy questions and we are expecting you to solve all the 5 questions. And out of 10 moderate questions, we expect that a well-prepared students should solve at least 8 questions. So out of these 10 plus 15, majority of the questions should be taken by the students. At least 13 questions out of these 15 should be solved by somebody who is well-prepared in terms of quant section. Coming to moderate and time-consuming questions, there were 7 of them. One can solve 50% of these, and from difficult question, you might end up solving 1 odd question. So out of 26 questions in total, we expect you to solve 18 questions with the 85% of accuracy. So when 18 question and 85% accuracy is expected, we are expecting somewhere around 14 questions correct and 4 incorrect. And based on that, the 98 percentile will be at 42. 95 will be at 35, 90 percentile at 28, and 80 percentile is at 20. So you can see that in paper, which is as easy as this. Yes, the quant section was easy in this paper. In the paper, which is as easy as this, even in such kind of papers, 98 percentile is 42 marks, which is 14 net correct, and 14 net correct is just 1 question more than half the total number of questions. Okay, so roughly 50% to 60% of the total number of questions will get you decent percentiles. 99 percentile is at 47 and 100 percentile will be at 57. Looking at the overall analysis here, so obviously we have already seen the section-wise analysis. So pay attention to the last column. 80 percentile you are getting at a score of 55 overall. 90 percentile is at the overall score of 66, 95 is at an overall score of 79, 98 percentile is at an overall score of 96, 99 percentile at 101, and 100 percentile is capped at 139. So if you compare all 3 sections, 98 percentile specifically, so 98 percentile for QA is 42, for DILR is 36 and VARC is 29. So it clearly indicates that QA was one of the scoring areas in this test, and DILR to an extent was fairly doable. That is what the scores are indicating. So this is it for sectional as well as overall analysis for exact CAT 14. Thanks for joining.